Alright. Yep, this is the right party. Looks like we're good here. Yep, Paladin, Oath of the Ancients. Ooh, I have new boots. Let's go ahead and put those on. Hanging on to Lump's Warhorn. I don't have enough money to do any learning. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get started. Welcome once again. Another week. Going through Baldur's Gate, playing Paladin. I'm having a lot of fun with the Paladin run. I've done some stuff on Paladin with my offline stuff with my daughter. And yeah, I want to see how far I can go without breaking my oath. Don't get me wrong, being an Oathbreaker is a lot of fun. It's got some really awesome stuff to it, but if I can not break the oath, then I will also be very happy to see how far I can go with a good Paladin. I think I've bugged Volo yet.
Oh, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about mind flayers?
Practically an expert. They've tentacle. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
I fought one of them.
Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible.
Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one.
That can't be.
I was captured by mind flayers before. I'm lucky to be alive.
You're mad. But, tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter?
Malaise is one word for it. More like psychic transference?
Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Unless you've been infected with one of their parasites.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Examine me. Find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
I want rid of this thing by any means necessary.
If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Alright, so that gives me inspiration, 30 experience points, and the Blazer Benevolence, which I cannot use because nobody in my party is a bard. But it'll make for either good selling or fodder for Gale to eat and enjoy.
That's a lot of money.
Alright. I don't even know if I have Gale. There's Will. Did I not get Gale? We will have to rectify that, because Gale is fun. I like Will because he gets his spell slots on a short rest, and he always upcasts to maximum potential. But Gale's much more versatile. It's easier for him to learn spells. Alright. Dead goblins. Let's go talk with Halsin. Hey.
The
Hey, buddy.
ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them.
Come with me. I could use your help.
Very well. My claws are yours.
Okay, there are a couple of chests around here. Might as well open them up and see what we've got. Ooh, Beastmaster's Chain. Animal Friendship Spell. Oh, that's cool. That's better than the... well, maybe it's just a cantrip. Let's go ahead and put that on.
Where am I needed?
We can have... a hem.
All's well that ends.
Said, let's
Not as bad as it could
go
have.
ahead and put that on. There we go. Alright. Have anything in here? Yep, a chest. What do we got? Money and stuff. Yeah, after having this game for over a month, I finally figured out how to do alchemy. And why I couldn't figure it out before. Because normally when you come into alchemy, you go to your potions. It's like, I've got all this stuff, why can't I do it? Well, first you have to do extracts. Alright, so we're just going to do extract all. Extract all. And we can come over here to solutions, and I still don't have enough to make anything. What am I missing? I am missing salts. Some of these are fun. Some of these are a lot of fun to make. Alright. Time to go wipe out a goblin camp. Astarion being a rogue, you want to use sneak attack as often as you can. That extra damage really comes in handy.
Got to move. That won't work. Then they're prepared.
I don't know if I can see him. I cannot. Alright. And I can't get the other guy either. Oh well. Now's a great time to put on Armor of Agate. Try Firebolt this time. 50% chance of hitting, and I missed. But this allows me to use my healing word. Make sure she's okay. Now this should give me enough. Let's see if we can hit him with an Eldritch Blast. We can. Take all of that because I'm going to use it. This little pattern here will come in handy later if I decide to go to the Underdark. And if I don't decide to go to the Underdark, then it will not come in handy at all.
Keep your distance, darling. Radio not.
Oh, got spotted. Maybe not. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Alright. Still have initiative, which means sneak attack ranged. And I have a bonus action, which I will use to hide. And then we'll move over here.
This is my time.
Oh, well, it's boxed in.
Nothing
Okay.
will stand in my way.
Jump there.
Have to keep going.
Do I have a ranged attack on her? I do. Can I ranged attack the drum? No.
Need to act fast. Have to keep going.
Man, the things I can do now. All sorts of fun stuff I haven't done yet. Alright. Let's do level 1. Cunning Bolt. See if I... Guiding Bolt. See if I can hit this thing. Well, shoot. You weren't supposed to kill it. Alright, Bear. Behold, the floating halberd! Ha ha! Oh, that's a first for me. I've never had that guy actually attack me before.
2 steps at a time.
Alright. Can we use Eldritch Blast? No. What about over here? No. Let's do a dash so I can get Will into better position.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, did he get spotted? Yep, looks like he did.
To the shadows.
Oh, nope. Okay. Can I just do a regular ranged attack? No. What about on gut? Yeah, I can see gut. Nice! Not as nice as it could
Survival
be,
is
but
all that matters.
nice.
On my way.
No war drum for you.
Moving. Try something else.
Ah, there goes the Paladin.
Shall we dance?
Little splash of healing. And that is about all I can do unless I can get close.
This will do nicely.
Nope.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, shoot. Will with his trusty little toothpick. There we go. Let's make him happy. Give him a nice little buff. One down.
Can't even catch my breath.
Divine Smite!
Got to focus.
Oh, a little too close for a spell, so let's get in there. See if we can... I mean, if you're gonna start something, you better be prepared to get smacked. No shoving. Alright. Eldritch Blast! Miss.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Now. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Talk to me.
Yeah, we'll watch the bear use the ladder. Because Halsin is smarter than the average bear. That's his new nickname, Yogi. I mean, if you want to come up here. Alright.
Coming through. Let my enemies fall.
And you're back down there.
Let's have some courage. A subtle approach. Make it hurt.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Can we get in there? We
Death
can.
won't take me yet.
Get down there. Smack him!
Let's end this. Moving.
Making my move.
No, can't hit it. But can't hit him either. Oh, what about you down there? Yep. Oh, jeez. Nope. Oh yeah, you're done.
Throat. Step quick.
Let's get over here. Try to get guys into position.
Time to push my luck again.
All right, where are we gonna go?
What
Head over
path lies
here.
before me?
My faith will protect me. On the move.
Boy, you really should have moved. Maybe not.
Finding my way. Let's spill some blood. Yes, here. On the hunt.
Come on. Can't stay idle. Light on my feet.
Little goblin jelly. Alright. You like playing with Sacred Flame. Let's see how you like it when you're on the receiving end.
There's an illicit parasite in that corpse.
You
should
did
take a
not
look.
like it.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Put that away for later.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. Don't worry. You won't come to harm. I'll protect you. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
You know, if that parasite isn't to your taste, I'd be happy to consume it in your stead. I don't relish the thought, but if you're going to just leave it sitting in your pack, well, one of us should try it.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be interested in a slimy tadpole.
Oh, I have my reservations, no question. First of all, it looks disgusting. Second, there's a non-zero chance that it'll turn me into a purple glistening monster. But if it doesn't, who knows what kind of power we could unlock. And power is always worth a little risk.
Sure, it's in my pack if you want it.
Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated.
Welcome, new viewers. Those of you just joining, I'm running Paladin. I'll be doing this I'll be doing this every Sunday, just trying to have a little fun and just enjoy myself. Alright. You know what? We're hurt. We need spells. Let's go ahead and go to
Where are you going? We have work to do. Enemies to kill.
this will have to wait for now.
I'll wait here. Just know that you're gambling with the Grove's very existence.
Actually, before I do that, who grabbed that stuff? Somebody did. Let's go ahead and equip that.
What now?
Well, let's see. Starian is using the Steel Forged Sword, and now we'll be using the Ritual Dagger as well.
Let's get going.
Go take a rest. Oh, first off, looks like Astarian wants to talk to me. Let's go talk to Astarian then.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
The moment when you bit me?
The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
You're looking at other necks? I'm hurt.
Don't worry. There's enough of me to go around. I'm a man of tremendous appetites. I don't think they'd volunteer, of course. But it doesn't make me any less curious. Take Will, for example. A man of the people. Very palatable. Like a sweet cider. But the Gith. What in the hells would she taste like?
Something exotic, surely? An Omnin liquor?
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
Could I convince you to kill someone less useful?
No one's getting killed, I swear. We're just 2 friends talking. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
Oh, I love this question because it is so much fun. You know, and of course, playing Paladin, I'm going to choose the top one. Are you really asking which of our companions I'd eat?
Oh, no. No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required.
I'd risk Karlak.
A brave choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Good hunting.
Nothing out there will taste as good as the alternatives. But I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Astarian is not my favorite character. He's got some elements to him that I don't really enjoy that much. But he does have some wonderful dialogue. Someone in the camp still wishes to speak to you. Who? Alright, it's none of you. It's none of you. Who wants to talk to me? Are they behind one of these doors? Not in here. It's not the dog. Is it Volo? But he doesn't have the exclamation point over his head.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem?
Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very, very high.
Okay, so it's not Volo. It's behind door number 2. Oh, there we go.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Care to explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
Huh. Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Focus on the divine energy you feel from his presence. Difficulty 20, and I don't get a bonus for this. Well, shoot. Let's try it. He is creepy, but there's a there's a theory going on about him. Oh, I have inspiration. Do I really want to use inspiration on this, though? I have to roll a natural 20 to beat it.
There
No.
is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
He is creepy, but he's also very important. One of the things that he does, there's a theory going around, and I kind of picked up on it before I actually did some digging, that explains exactly who Withers is, and it's an interesting theory. It adds 5% chance is still 5%. It is, but I don't want to waste my inspiration on a 5% chance when I could use it on like a 95% chance that I still roll a 1. Tadpole. Astarion? You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me? Cat across the keyboard. Okay.
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Hey guys, hold on just a moment. Sorry about that, guys. If any of you know my situation, when the X calls, you answer. Otherwise, it's a bad day. So here I am. Let's see. Last chat was here, enjoying a new favorite morning coffee. 50% coffee, 50% traditional eggnog. That does sound like a really good coffee. Hey, I've been putting them up. I put it up last week on my YouTube channel, where I'm putting these when I'm done streaming. Just so that they don't disappear and people who are just joining can check back. Thank you very much for welcoming me back. But I do, if you guys are looking for a new coffee company, I've got a coupon code for Coffee Brand Coffee, and I'll put it in the description, or I can put it in the chat so you guys can have it if you want it. It's coffeebrandcoffee.com. You can use the coupon code to save yourself 10% off anything that you buy from there. Now, having said that, I probably need to, when I put this up on YouTube, say that this is including a promotion. I'm not really getting paid for it, but I do get a nice little something back if people use the code. So yeah, I'll put the code in the chat. It'll be on the website, or it'll be on YouTube. Just look for RayBlade223. You can find my YouTube stuff. It'll be in the description there. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, there you guys go. Code is in the chat there. Yeah, coffeebrandcoffee.com. I drink the stuff myself. I love it. Their dark roast is great. They've got some wonderful teas and stuff too. So yeah, now I do have to put this in as a paid promotion when I put this up on YouTube. But yeah, love it. Can't get enough of it. Think it's great stuff. Definitely putting that out there. And yeah, if you drink coffee or you drink tea, or you want some nice little snacks, use that code. Save yourself 10%. Alright, back to the game. Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
My kid just came over and asked me, "Are you sponsored? You're legit sponsored." He's not an Archlich, although that is a good theory. Of the current theory is, you didn't get to see this because I didn't. He just showed up before I could run that dungeon. He shows up in a dungeon dedicated to Yurgle, the Scribe of the Dead. Now, when we first walk in on him on this, he's got a nice little pad of paper. He's sorting through things. We can feel the energy of the divine. And Yurgle, who was originally the god of the dead, just the scribe of all things at the end, retired. And he gave up, according to lore, he gave up his seat to three people, three humans who had become gods: Merkel, Bane, and Baal, the dead three. Now, when you stop and think about it, the gods that we're confronting in Baldur's Gate 3 are Merkel, Bane, and Baal. And they're up to some really nasty shenanigans that could just topple both the realm of the gods and the realm of mortals, and even affect the hells. The theory is Withers is Yurgle. And they drop enough hints that they don't come out and say it, but they definitely drop enough hints that kind of lead you in that direction. And it really, when you stop and think about it, it makes sense. All right. Well, what if I don't have that kind of gold right now?
Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
Withers is also where we come to change classes, which I will not be doing because I am enjoying Paladin. Alright, I think that's everybody who wants to talk to me. And this cinches it. I have not saved Gale yet. Alright, auto-select. Let's get some food, take a rest, get my spell slots back. And then continue the massacre.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it.
I'd buy this, but I have to wait until June of next year when my PC comes out. Well, the cool thing about that is, by June of next year, cross-platform play should be enabled, which means that if you do buy it, let me know. We should be able to get set up together and actually run through it. And by June of next year, I should be on my better internet. Let's see. Halsin mentioned that these tadpoles have been modified with magic.
Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You are lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
What is the sickness?
The absolute aims are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
So who are you?
It's complicated, but I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
Wait, what do you need me to do?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls
Something about her makes me not want to entirely trust her. I know her eyes give me red flags. Yes!
Are gathering.
Yes! Anytime somebody in a game like this just pushes that hard, trust me, I'm like, I don't trust you.
Magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Alright, have a little rest, a little relaxation, Do I have a potion of animal speak? Oil of accuracy. Ooh, I will be needing that oil of accuracy. Oh! Trying to enter a bloodlust. Once per turn, when you kill a foe, you gain 5 temporary hit points and an additional action replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. I think I'm going to and that lasts till long rest, doesn't it? Single use. No time limit. So it must be till long rest. Or until I take another... Until I drink another potion. Alright, well, I know who I want to have it. If it's intentional, the makers of the game did a great job. Body language is usually so hard to do. It is intentional. Larian Studios is really, really good at coming up with characters that you look at and you're like, there's just something about... Oh, Volo! There's just something about this that I'm not quite sure I enjoy. Okay, before I go on with Volo, I do want to warn you, those of you with weak stomachs or other ailments who don't like graphic stuff may want to turn away. Volo's what's going to happen next is kind of disconcerting. I will cringe. I will make noises. I do not like it. But, trigger warning. Mostly because this was sprung. I like Captain's art. Yeah.
Hello. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Yes, big red flag. Do you have the faintest idea of what you're doing?
Don't fidget. The needle must slip behind your eye, not through it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
Clench your fists.
Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a heartstring.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
This is why people don't like Volo.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
He's poking your eye socket with a chopstick. Knitting needle, actually. Or sewing needle, actually. But yeah, same idea. And it's about to get worse.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then... tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run.
The scene is always made worse by the narrator.
It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into
Because squishy I've seen isn't that big. Nah.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
I can't seem to see through one of my eyes.
Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible.
Partly?
Perhaps there is something more I can do.
Mild? Yeah, exactly.
Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And,
How about I take one of yours?
Very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
And he runs. Get back here, you! Yes, now people will actually comment about the eye. But one of the cool things is I now have the ability. I now have with this prosthetic, I can see the invisible. He's lucky you didn't have time to fire off a lightning bolt. He is. He's very lucky. But if we talk to people now,
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
this feels like a trap. I don't think we should indulge this dream visitor at all.
Agreed. A bit of shiny armor doesn't impress me that much. I don't want to get taken in by a pretty offer and pay the price later on.
I'll be doing this later, talking with, covering all of that when I've got more time to build up the relationship. Will, I believe, comments on the eye. That's Lazal. That's Starian.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
Looks like I've got other things I need to talk about first, which we'll do later. But yeah, the ability to magic missiles, best cure for a fast runner, dodge this. Exactly! Unfortunately, paladins can't cast magic missile.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them.
Come with me, I
Very
could use your
well.
help.
My claws are yours.
Alright, before we go through that door, we're going to come over here. And we're going to switch to Astarion. Ah, so that's the bear I've heard so much about. Yes, yes it is. Did he get a new ability? Blood Sacrifice. He did. Take 1 to 4 slashing damage, receive a 1d4. Ooh! That will come in handy, and I know how he got that too. Alright. Cunning action. Oh, the thing looked right at me. Alright, separate him out. Hide. And then we're gonna pop. Ah, did not want to do that. Oh well. Pop into turn-based mode, so that I can sneak attack the scrying eye. Alright, so it's not gonna let me sneak attack the scrying eye.
As you gain feel a brief confusion.
Skip through this. Let's go ahead and we'll just do a regular attack. Ooh, and I got Blood Sacrifice on that. Very cool.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. I need a quick word.
Right.
The eyes glassy.
I don't want to talk to you.
Where am I needed?
Come on. Finish it off. that was not exactly finishing it off.
Strike hard, strike fast.
Alright. There we go. Now we can pop out of turn-based mode. Put the team back together.
Delicious.
Hide.
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
Let's try to talk our way out of it. I was swatting away an insect. Any contact was entirely accidental.
You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
This is my time.
Send Will around this way. Make sure we've got Repelling Blast turned on. Bear can't reach.
Can't give up. Onward.
Get her in there. Let's do Firebolt. Nice shot.
No choice but to keep going. One day, I'll catch a break.
No time to waste.
There we go.
Time to kill.
See if I do this right.
On the way. Just like old times.
Cannot have disadvantage. Well, why do I have disadvantage?
Can't afford to let up.
Ah! Wasn't paying attention.
What's the plan?
Oh, no. That's the way they did it, okay. Let's do a little healing word.
Well, so much for peace. Breathe deep and move.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Time to move. We'll do it my way.
Shoot. Nice hit.
Where do I go from here?
Why, we go right into a divine smite! And miss. Divine favor.
Coming through.
There's blood in the air.
Let's back him up just a bit. There we go.
Don't look now.
And there we go.
Keep them guessing.
Need to stay focused. Ready. On I go.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
This feels good.
Now, if Will got advantage, yep, Astarion gets advantage too.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Yes, it does. Alright. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Take it all. Alright. We're gonna put her in that outfit. And let's see here. Nope, the armor that she's wearing is still better. But the spider silk armor is better for Astarion. And that's gonna last him a while.
Long road ahead.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Take the book, because I can sell it later. Take the money in the bone cap. Take everything. I can sell that later. Now, there was something else I wanted to look at here. Oh, Leviatar's Scourge is better. However...
There's no time to waste.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
A crooked touch.
And another natural 20.
Seen or heard. Let's go.
Run away!
On the hunt. Hello, you.
Up! Got spotted. Oh, shoot. Oh, hey, it's you! Cool. Well, you know what time it is? Take the shot, then fall back.
Can't give up. Not now.
Alright. How do I not have... Oh. Alright, fine. That worked.
Reading fast.
No holding back.
Alright. Yeah, I think that's everything I can do there. I get 3 massive ogres who will fight with me, which is always fun.
Ready or no? While they're distracted.
I chuck you in a hole. Yeah, pretty much. Those guys do some nice damage. Alright. Where did the greater potions go?
I need healing.
This is why we saved the Warhorn for this fight. back up.
Cutting to the chase. Very well.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
Quickly.
Battle favors the fearless.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
A better position.
Let's finish this. Take your
Protection style Paladin is pretty cool.
The blade will not bend. Making my move.
Another fight. Let's go. Don't waste a step. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Let's try.
Leave no trace.
Nuts. Oh well.
Can't give up.
So far, it appears the game lets you make a balanced party. It makes me wonder if you can make a party that is not balanced. Yes, you can. It's actually pretty easy. I like to play with a balanced party, but you can definitely make an unbalanced party. Alright. Gotta get rid of that cleric. Cleric's gone.
This is my time.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Like melee heavy, magic reliant, not like game breaking up balance. Yes, you can. I've done it before in my offline play. It's actually surprisingly easy. Karlach, Lazal, my character, and Astarion, for example. Or the Paladin has to play healer, but everybody else is all melee combat based, and it does not work nearly as well as you would hope. Well, it does. I mean, you do a lot of damage, and you get multiple attacks, and like all of that, but in terms of making sure your characters stay alive, Paladin isn't really the best healing class. Let's see if I can make him hide now.
They see me.
Nope.
Ready.
Oh, you're behind a door. Well, aren't you spiffy? Okay, fine.
Take you.
I just healed her!
No holding back.
Clerics priests generally lumped in the hybrid caster melee state in most D&D style systems. Yes, clerics are but clerics in D&D, at least now, are considered full casters.
Still on my feet.
Alright. Can I see the guy up here sneaking around? I can, but I'm gonna have a disadvantage.
No time for mercy.
Ah, it was worth a shot. Not really, but okay.
Outmaneuver them.
Let's do cunning action dash so that I can get in there.
Got to focus.
Shoot. Forgot to heal. So they are at the third highest type of melee anymore, below barbarian and fighter types. They are, but in this one, if you're considered a traditional caster, a full caster, then you're not going to get the same strength. Your spells are going to be better, which is why you'll see me mess with spells more than I will sending her in to do melee combat, which she can do, absolutely, but her spells just work better. Okay, we want to dash, so I've got to get in here, which is, it's not that ladder, it's further up. Okay.
Fleet of foot.
I won't give in.
Does make me wonder if I can still build a combat clip. You can, actually. Especially when you get into... when you're creating your own character, you can set up your own... you can set up your own abilities, how you want them. So if you want to make your character strength and wisdom focused, you can. And if you're going to do a combat cleric, then that's what I would recommend, would be strength and wisdom.
Take you.
Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's find some prey.
Forever dauntless.
I won't give in.
Target is too far. Alright. There on a wisdom constitution for combat cleric, you won't do as much damage, but can stand in front with the fighters. Rogue might be able to do more damage, but not in a face-to-face beatdown. Chances are the system's changed enough it won't work like that anymore. No, it should still. I mean, wisdom constitution for a combat cleric, if you're not worried about doing damage, then you can definitely set it up. If you want something that's actually going to be able to give as good as it gets, then you're going to want to adjust to something more along the lines of what I was talking about. Blood sacrifice, and then we are going to get in there.
Got to keep fighting.
Keep her where she is. I hate how disengage works. You can reach it now, can't you? The bear goes up the ladder.
Forever dauntless.
You did it. You actually did it. The leader's dead. Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right.
Alright, that's what
Praise
spells
you,
are for.
my friend.
What's a cleric's spell
The
restriction?
grove owes you
What
a
are
debt
cleric's spell
beyond
restrictions?
measure. Killing's never my first choice. But Those three were too dangerous to leave alive.
Clerics get a couple of offensives. That was a fun fight. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. All three of these are just awesome fights. And the great thing about this is, normally after a big fight, when you summon the ogres, they want to talk to you. But because this throws right into a cutscene, the ogres are going to disappear. I'm not going to have to pay, and I'm not going to have to fight them.
Let's get out of this pit, firstly. Return to the grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
Alright, now, let's see if I can actually get her up there. So if I can... I can! Yay! Jump! Up! Shoot! They're here. Okay. They're not gonna let me go around me. Oh, yes they are. I don't have to talk to you guys. Now, where is the... There's the ladder. We're gonna use the ladder. Have Astarion rejoin the team. And as far as to have a hand-free access, I know very little about the current system. I don't think that there is a limitation like that.
Shall we extend our contract?
Well, he's talking to Astarion. Let's see. Our deal is done. I wish you well.
Without so much as a lick of that mouth-watering meat of yours.
Don't do it. Okay, fine. One lick.
Consider me satisfied.
Whew.
At least things have stayed interesting.
That's an understatement. But yeah, I haven't really heard of anything like that with clerics in the modern one. I mean, there are spell requirements, like verbal, somatic, and material. So there are some spells that do require hand. A little creepy, but different cultures and all that. Well, I mean, the alternative was he fights me and then tries to eat me. So, you know, if he wants a little lick, he can have a little lick. It ain't gonna hurt anything. Oh, Faithbreaker and Draw Raglan's Key. Now, before I forget, there's a spot here that I always forget about. Get the treasure crate. Alright, so the amulet of Saloon is chosen. There may be other reasons for the lake ceremony, religious or culture based on or something. Not with Lump the Enlightened, because Lump is a he calls himself a gourmand, so it's all about the food. He wanted a taste. Gloves of the Growling Underdog. Yep, those will come in handy. Spring Step Boots will also come in handy, but it's the money that we want. There are all sorts of fun ways to go through this battle, and that's what I really like about this. Every time I fight this battle, it's different. Even if I take the same... so he's hungry. Yeah, that he is. Very much so. On both counts. He is hungry, and he is polite. Alright. Well, I'm out of spell slots for my cleric, but... what's 3 more goblins? What's a couple more goblins gonna do? Action hide.
Don't
get up nice and close. Why does he insist on going over there? Alright, well fine. You can stay there.
Onward.
Now one of the things I do like is that they've given clerics combat cantrips. Yeah, why do you guys insist? That makes no sense. Let's go ahead and just dash.
Can't slow down.
Ah, broke my concentration already. Oh well.
2 steps at a time.
Again, with all that stupid movement.
Over here.
Need to stay focused. Got to press on.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Fleet of foot.
Let's do a little Eldritch Blast action. And miss.
Let's move.
Can't afford to let up.
Still on my feet.
Basking in Loviatar's love. That will make her hit harder, which is
Time to press
always good.
On the victor's path. Finding my way.
On my way.
My faith will protect me. Got to move.
No choice but to keep going. Need to find a way forward.
Battle favors the fearless. 2 steps at a time.
What?
I'm ready.
peace. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Okay, that's how that works. That's a versatile weapon. 5 to 14 versus 5 to 15, but it also hurts me. I think I'll go with the Faithbreaker, and because I really don't feel like fighting my way out of here. Fast travel. Now I have to remember. Remember where Gale is. I think he's over this way. Here he is.
What's going on with that room? It looks unstable somehow.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil. It looks dangerous. Yes, it does. So of course you jump in. Of course!
Anyone?
Grab. I tried to slap the hand. Let's try to slap the hand.
Perhaps I should have clarified. A helping hand. Anyone?
No high fives? Okay. Grab the hand and pull. With my strength, we're gonna add guidance because I want to make sure I pass.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
I want the option
Hello.
to fuck for a while.
I'm
We
getting
all
water
do.
deep.
Gale is
Apologies.
fun to mess with. Add introductions?
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yes.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt. but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites? I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Oh. I see you're traveling with plenty of company already. Perhaps I can join you later instead. I'll make my way to your camp and embark upon a succulent slow cook to be consumed upon your return.
Alright, well. Yeah, the next thing I want to do is go to camp anyway, because I have to get Karlak.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
I think it's better for you to stay here in camp for a while.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Please just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Alright, Karlak.
Well done getting the wizard on board. He can zap from afar while I smack up close. But if he tries to get me to read any tomes, I will scream.
Come on, we're heading out.
Go. Come on, let's go. Damn, it's good to be alive.
Let's see. Yeah, I like the idea of her being alert.
Let's move.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's
No,
just
we
about
haven't.
time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Can it be cured?
No. It cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Are you telling me you're addicted to magic?
No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me, it's quite literally a lifesaver. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face alone. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Where do you suggest we find these artifacts you
We've
need?
already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Give Gale a magic artifact. Let's see. What are those boots? Boots of striding. Well, let's give him the useless armor.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
Stop squabbling, both of you.
Remove yourself if you're so easily offended. This is not your concern.
Nonsense. You're just finally showing us what you really are. A reaver to the bone.
Spare your indignity. Every word that spills from your mouth is worth less than the last.
What's this even about?
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
I agree. Again, stop this. No sense in us fighting with each other.
Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me.
Any ideas on how we settle this?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you?
During the night.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
Shadowheart, stop. You don't have to do this.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Cooperate, Lae'zel, for your own sake.
Surrender? A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Hey, good looking.
She's a wild magic barbarian, okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
What you got there, Scratch?
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth.
Let's do a little animal handling. And we'll give myself advantage with the animal friendship spell.
He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Do another throw. Play some fetch with the Scratch. Get it way over there. Alright, let's go talk to the maid. Let's go talk to our wizard again.
Oh. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
How do I know the real monster isn't you?
My words, my actions, my award-winning smile. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it.
My lady,
I'm glad we could help.
I bow to your boundless kindness.
Alright, so that's done. Back on the road. Now, the Blighted Village is probably the closest teleport spot to that, so let's go do that. It's a good thing we have a shovel. Very intimate mapping system? Is it possible to fill it in entirely? Or are you only able to explore where there's a path? To my knowledge, it is possible to fill it in entirely. I admit that I don't do nearly as much exploring as I should, because there's some really awesome stuff that you find, and like I said, every time I play this, I get something different. The Knolls. Okay, I was worried they were limiting people to specific open path type of exploration. No, I haven't seen that. And with the jumps, with the jump ability, there's always someplace you can go. It's just the way you were exploring. Yeah, that's definitely right. I don't explore nearly as much as I should. All right. Let's do this.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Let's do detect thoughts. Ah! Paladin has a negative to intelligence. Should have expected that. Well! This is why we hold on to our... this is why we hold on to our inspiration! Still not enough. I'll give it one more shot. There we go.
The Archduchess will be delighted when we return with Karlach's head on a pike.
You don't fear Karlach. You want to kill her on Zariel's behalf.
I never was good at playing the coward. There is no beast here or in the hells I fear. Not with her ladyship's protection. Least of all, this dog. You do well to reconsider your alliance with this animal. She destroys all she touches. Useful in the blood war, frighteningly dangerous anywhere else. Rage all you want, Karlach. Burn with the might of the hells. Zariel will find you. She will bring you home in pieces. And your little friends will have to watch. Unless we feed you their eyeballs first.
Oh, Anders, too soon for an eyeball joke.
It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Alright. Do I still have... Who's got it? Who's got it? Nobody's got it. Well, shoot. That's not good.
No surrender.
Alright, can I reach him? Nope, not enough movement. At the end of your rage, you can shoot the bolt of light from your chest each turn. Costs a bonus action. Hellish Rebuke. Oh, you did not want to do that.
Finding my way.
Got to press on.
And that's how you bring them all back.
Eat it.
Didn't push her far enough out of my... Okay.
Take your...
Nothing important is ever easy.
You tried to shove Karlak? Unibeam! Just perfect for a divine smite! I'm really getting sick and tired of missing that.
This isn't good.
Need to act fast.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. With haste.
That can't reach. Oh well.
Got to concentrate. Take kill.
Sometimes the only way out is through. At the ready.
Divine smite!
Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Zariel won't get near you again. We'll make sure of that.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
Alright, everybody out. Just for the fun of it, we'll switch over to Karlak and watch her go on her rampage.
ought to do it.
Oh, so much for helping, Will.
Take
My time's running out.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Hot.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
How the hells did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those Paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
There are some tieflings holed up in a druid's grove nearby. We might look there.
Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Here I go.
Alright, well, fortunately I know where that guy is. Just teleport there. And let's go see if we can get Karlak her first Infernal Engine upgrade.
Zevlor, by Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
You can keep your coin.
Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
We'll see you there.
You are. Now, stop squirming. Remember, stay near the center of the group, all right? No wandering off.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate, mind.
Okay, so it's nobody here. Move around.
Gods, it seems we might actually make it to the city now. Hope the neighbors are a bit more welcoming. We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
Alright, well I won't be able to get Karlak her first upgrade. It'll have to wait.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you.
I want to trade if you have anything good. Alright. Let's start with supplies. Scale mail +1 do. Ah, that's it. Let's go chainmail. Actually, if I can afford it, that scale mail +1 will come in handy as well.
May you keep balance.
There we go.
A long way to go still.
We'll give Shadowheart scale mail +1. And the boots of striding.
I'd love to, thanks.
Karlak gets the spring step boots. And the gloves of the growling underdog.
Looking ahead.
addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Something strange about this ox. What is it? Oh, come on. There we go.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
This more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Tick-tock.
I thought I had been a good teacher to you. Clearly not. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
That's all? She tried to imprison a child.
Judgment. One that should weigh heavily upon her. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
What about my everyone is so covered in blood. Does anyone bathe? When you take a rest, they do their bathing. So we just got out of a fight, so yeah, we're going to be covered with blood until we actually take a long rest.
Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come. Banished.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you.
Isn't he a bear the whole time with lots of, fur covering everything? Not the whole time. Halsin can bounce back and forth. I can't help it. That's the kind of things I think. Yeah, I get it. It's hard not to, especially when they make such a big deal about all the stuff you can do with that bear.
You think you saved us? You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
Well, aren't you just all sorts of friendly? I missed the door.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
For someone like me, it was pretty simple, actually.
Fair enough. I should not have underestimated you. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Overly friendly druids ruin me. I mean, plants eat everything. That is true. These guys aren't overly friendly, though. I kind of had to earn their trust by saving Halcyon. But it is nice to be able to go through and take this stuff now. Alright. Let's see. You got another bullywug trumpet here. And I think there's one more. Yep. Alright, now, let's do a little alchemy. Start all ingredients. 2 new recipes are unlocked. I can make potions. Ah, there we go. Potion of Healing Greater. Let's go ahead and make that. And what elixir? Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. That would also have come in handy. Oh well. Alright. Rune of Elk. Rune of the Wolf. Rune of the Eagle. Rune of the Bear. Bullywugs. Underappreciated. Yeah. Absolutely. Alright, welcome to the Hidden Vault. Well, first we'll open the trunk and get the Robe of Summer, which we can... not alchemy. Leap attacks are really strong. Yep, they definitely are.
Sharp as ever.
We're gonna have Will put on the Robe of Summer. Grants resistance to cold damage. Right, Will can wear light armor. Never mind. He can have that. He can't wear medium armor, though.
Never a dull moment.
Pick up the Spear of
A
Sorrow.
beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Secret Societies of the Sword Coast. Take those. Take all of that. And take those.
What's
Now
next, I wonder?
Shadowheart. And... because she can actually use the glaive. She just doesn't get a shield if she does, and that's fine.
And here I go.
Well, in it.
All right.
Wing's still a little stiff, but I'm getting stronger.
Do you have anything for me, Nettie?
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you.
Ah, you're just lucky I didn't swig that poison.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole.
You're very welcome.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place, but I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
I remember hearing about this cow you can talk to. Yeah, we already talked to him. We're going to talk to him again, because there'll be another spot to talk to him. Once we get to Act 2, which we are just about there. Alright, so now we need to make a decision. I'm going to leave this going kind of up. We can either go through the Underdark to get to Act 2, or we can go over the mountain pass. Which sounds like it would be more fun? Because I've actually done both. I enjoy doing both, but I will leave it up to... Let's see, that depends. It depends on what. Both of them are going to want me to be a higher level, so it doesn't really depend on that. If we decide to do the Underdark, then I can keep Karlach in the party and try to work on getting my affinity with her. The Underdark seems very dangerous, but overly dangerous, but faster. Not really, but there are some really cool things that are down there. If we go with the Mountain Pass, then we can advance Lezal's story. So it's really just whose story do we want to work on next. Let's see what we've got here. Just real quick.
The hero at home.
Okay, medium.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Neutral. Okay.
No one stopped me yet.
Our gates should stay.
Oh, we're gonna go back to 10. I'm suicidal. I'd go the Underdark. Okay, we'll do the Underdark then. Keep Karlach in the party, and we'll have some fun. The Underdark is definitely a fun way to go. Let me guess, Gale, you're hungry again.
My condition is worsening again.
Yep,
I
okay.
need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Let's go ahead and you can have that.
Thank you. It is a strange experience.
I remember beating Fallout in less than a game week.
anew.
Yeah?
Like her.
I can imagine
Your
that.
soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I fear my hunger hasn't quite...
Gale, what's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was, too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
Alright. Well, let's go have a party. The moment you leave your village, you have to head out of the wasteland where super mutants minions wander. Yeah?
No, an owlbear.
Partners are easier to please than you lot.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it.
Going towards the other cities where it's safer. Red scorpions. Yes. Really? Saving lives is awful.
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
Take his bottle and try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
He is a bit toothy. Yes, he is. That better not mean I want to kill something.
Not at all. I was hoping for companionship. And, well, maybe a little death. Figuratively speaking. Not with you. Just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Oh. Didn't want to talk to you anyway. What do we got, Alfira?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Does he perhaps burn in daylight? No, he doesn't. Oh, that's right. You weren't here for last week's, where he revealed he was a vampire. Yes, he does not burn in daylight. There's something about the parasite and the protection that keeps him from bursting into flames. Let's see. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it.
One raunchy ballad coming up.
All right. There's Halcyon. Ah, so he's a vampire then. He's a lesser vampire. Vampire spawn, but yes.
Discuss your problem tomorrow.
But I'd like to get to know you some more now.
We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you haven't had your fill of me already.
Bum. Hardly. I want to really get to know you.
Ah, I see. Perhaps I can help you with that. Another time. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself. As enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Bum. Well, it's fun to talk and hang out with my party. Let's go see Will, who is over here.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Of course I noticed. It was no party without you.
Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
You just had some fetching horns. I'm envious.
Ouch. You don't need to mock me when I'm feeling low. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
I want to dance with you.
In truth, I always enjoyed a bit of pomp. I once beat the Baldron record for the most sarabands danced in a single evening, much to the exhaustion of the good ladies and gentlemen of the gate. I had years of lessons, but in truth, it's all about your partner. You cut quite a fine figure. I can just imagine leading you with an entire ballroom watching. But who am I fooling? I can't go back to that life.
If not a dance, then maybe a kiss.
You drive a hard bargain, but just the one. Well, then, you've got a party to get back to. After all, tonight is about you. There will be another time for us.
Just out of curiosity. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Alright, let's go. Let's go bug a couple of other people.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Refugees? So, how many people can you get close to in one playthrough? Depends on who you go with. Some characters are vehemently possessive, and others don't seem to care as much. Like, if, for example, if you're close with Shadowheart, Shadowheart's fine with an open relationship. You just have to ask first. If you get close with Halsin, same thing. Halsin is fine with an open relationship. Lae'zel does not like to share.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Are you worried Shar won't approve?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shar. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me?
Just a bottle?
It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best
How many can you have sex with,
private,
whether they become angry afterwards or not? Yeah, same thing. It depends on the character. Lae'zel doesn't like sharing, so no, you can't sleep with anybody else if you're chasing her. Shadowheart is fine with it, you just have to ask first. Halsin is on board with it 100%, and I'm not sure about the others. But it really does depend on which character you're targeting and how they act, which is awesome. One of the things I don't like, and I'm of two minds of this. Every character that you talk to is bisexual. They'll go either way, which on the one hand is really good because it means that I can chase after any character that I want regardless of what I play. On the other hand, it's not really realistic. Not everybody that you meet swings both ways. So it would be nice if some characters had preferences, but I can also appreciate why they did that. Let's see. I'd be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
I'll find you after everyone's turned in for the night.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Alright, real quick, because I don't want to get myself into any trouble. Accessibility, turn all of that off. Like a Stardew Valley does, everyone has a type, some like men, some like women, and some like both. Yeah, I would love that in this, but at the same time, I do appreciate the freedom of being able to choose anybody that I want to. So it's like I said, I'm of two minds of it. I would like it, but at the same time, I'm happy that they didn't.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
Alright, let's talk to Lizelle because we
I
haven't yet.
seen the day. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your knight to the half-elf. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation.
Perhaps we could get to know each other another time.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I will take pleasure when I wish and from whom I wish. Astarion looks particularly tempting tonight. One day fortune may favor you.
Alright, that should be everybody. Go ahead and use a supply pack.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Shadowheart.
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
What did you have in mind? Besides the bottle, that is.
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To friendship.
Right. Friendship. Very well, have it your way. To friendship. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Share a little memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate.
Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Your turn, I insist. A little give and take is only fair. I'm not going to lie, the only time I married in the game was just a cute little seamstress. Game had no problems from a girl-on-girl pairing.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Alright, I gotta step away for just a bit, but I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Do you think your memories will ever come back?
Perhaps. But please, enough about me. Sharing's bad for my complexion. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Look into her eyes.
What? Oh, I'm perfectly fine, but the mood is well and truly dead. Anyway, thank you for tonight. Me too. Oh, yes. I suppose we'll have to. We should head back.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
You want to come to Moonrise as well. Why?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. same as you may find a cure for your infection.
Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought you might uncover this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. One of those who died had a clue that was supposed to help us find the hidden entrance to the Underdark. A dwarf called Brian, I believe. Though there's no guarantee that the goblins left him recognizable.
What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps?
Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by himself. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise.
And here's where we're going to stop it for today. Just save over campsite. Next week we'll pick up trying to find the passage to Moonrise Tower through the Underdark. Well, thanks guys for stopping by. And see you next week.